Okay, today we're covering probability and frequency tables, and the the way that I would like to cover it is by doing lots of examples from two sections from IXL. The first one is in Algebra 2 CC.6, and the other one is in Algebra 2 CC.11, and that's on the back side of your paper. So, first, let's discuss CC.6. Now, these tables, you're trying to give the probability. We're not going to predict with these because we've done other examples of that. Once you can do that, that's not the problem. But you will see these tables a lot on ACT, SAT type tests. So I want to make sure you know how to read them because they are a lot easier than some of the problems that we've already done. Okay, so we have a journalist attended a crossword puzzle competition which attracts contestants from different countries. The competition ends when a contestant has accurately completed 5 different crossword puzzles. For her story, the journalist recorded the home country and final score of each contestant. Okay, so here's your chart. The important part, when you read this, what is the probability that a randomly selected contestant is from Argentina and scored exactly 80 points? Okay, what's important right here and what you need to circle every time you do the problem is what this word is. And you're going to see as we do the different problems how it changes and how it affects our problems. Okay, so what's the probability that a randomly selected contestant is from Argentina? So which contestants are from Argentina are these right here. Okay, and they scored exactly 80 points. Okay, now these are the people that scored 80 points. If I want the ones that were from Argentina and scored 80 points, hopefully you can tell that that's where these two are have in common. So that would be that I had 4 people, but I'm choosing any of the contestants, so I have to add up all of these numbers, and when you add up those numbers, you're going to get 16. So 4 out of 16 would be the answer. Of course, we have to reduce that, simplify any fractions, so we're going to get 1/4. Okay, look at the next one. Okay, you can read on the first day of music class, students submitted a survey. One survey question asked students to report which music genre they preferred. Other question asked students how frequently they sing in the shower. So the probability that they're looking for, what is the probability that a randomly selected student prefers rock or sings in the shower? Yeah, that was Scooby. So we're looking this time it's or. Last time it was and. Okay. We want to know if a student, let's start with this one, prefers rock. So those that prefer rock are these people here. Or they sing in the shower 1 to 2 times a week. Okay. So that's these people here. Now, when it says or, that means I can have any of these people. So if you add up those numbers, 7 and 5 is 12, plus 4 is 16. Out of a total of, you got to add the last 2, 18. And again, we reduce that and get 8/9. Okay? Excuse me. Whitney counted the boxes of cereal in a grocery store with different sizes and number prizes. What is the probability that a randomly selected box of cereal is regular size or mini size? Okay, again, it's or. So regular size, let's go look at that. Which one's my regular size? This is regular size or mini size. What is the probability that a randomly select box of cereal is regular or mini? So it can be either one of those. So if I add those up, I'm going to have 5 plus 3, which is 8, out of a total of, add 6 more to that, 14, and reduce that by dividing top and bottom by 2 or putting it in your calculator. Okay, next one. Josh keeps all of his spare keys in a box under his bed. Recently, Josh decided the box was becoming unmanageable as none of the keys were labeled. So he set about labeling them with colored stickers that indicated what each key opened. So what is the probability that a randomly selected key opens the front door of the house and is not labeled with a purple sticker? So when I go through now, Okay, I'm still going to highlight. Randomly selected key opens the front door. So which ones open? These open the front door and is not labeled with a purple sticker. These are the ones that are not labeled with a purple sticker. Oh, those are the ones labeled with a purple sticker. So we actually want the ones that are not labeled with a purple sticker. So those are the ones labeled. These are the ones that are not labeled with a purple sticker. So 8 plus 19 is 27 out of a total of 93. So again, put that in your calculator or find that common factor. 27 over 93 reduces to 9 over 31. Okay, so you do got to be careful. You got to be careful about reading all the words in the question. Okay, so that is CC point 6. Now let's look at CC point 11. Okay, the difference, those first two, let me go write that up top. These dealing with and or. And is when it happens to both, and this is when it can be either one. Okay, these, the magic word and what you're looking at is they have the word given in them. Zane, an aspiring meteorologist, spent the past few weekends studying the clouds. He took detailed notes on the types of clouds observed and the time of day they were observed. What is the probability that a randomly selected cloud was observed in the morning given that the cloud was marked as stratus? Not, okay, so whatever that given, okay, that is your bottom number every time. So that means my bottom number is going to be 6. And of those, what's the probability the randomly selected cloud was observed in the morning? So I'm only looking at these, and those that are in the morning would be 2 out of 6, which reduces to 1/3. Okay, look at the next one. Wendy attended a music store's banjo sale. She counted types of banjos and made notes of their discounts. What is the probability that a randomly selected banjo is 25% off? There's that word given that the banjo has 4 strings. Okay, banjo has 4 strings is this right here. And so that again is my bottom number. And its 25% off would be this right here. So it's going to be 4 out of 6 or 2/3. Okay, 2 more and we're done. Tom was lucky. Journalist assigned to cover the best beard competition. He recorded the contestants' beard colors in his notepad. Tom also noted if the contestants were signed up for the mustache competition later in the day. So what is the probability that a randomly selected contestant is also in the mustache competition given that the contestant has a red beard? So given that he has a red beard is these right here. And of those, so that's my bottom number, 3 plus 1, which is 4. And I want to select a contestant who's also in the mustache competition, which means I'm looking for these out of those that I highlighted. So my answer is going to be 3/4. Okay, last one. A customer at a sushi restaurant was examining the types of sushi rolls offered on the menu. Rolls vary by type of fish and level of spiciness. Rolls only contain one type of fish. So what is the probability that a randomly selected sushi roll contains salmon given that the sushi roll was labeled not labeled a little spicy? So a little spicy would be these numbers here. That again is my bottom number. So my bottom number is going to be 16. And I want to know which of those contains salmon, and that would be the 10. So 10 out of 16, of course, becomes 5 out of 8. And that is all we have for probability and frequency tables. Let me know if you have any questions.